For example, IT and teleconsult is here to stay, and it will have a very, very, very positive impact. I've used the word very 3 times deliberately because this is going to save a lot of time and resources for all part players in the game. So it is going to have a very positive impact. That is one major thing. Second thing is, as Sandeep and Sapna and all people highlighted, that the norm will become to take appointments, to follow schedules. So one somebody was saying that actually people will become more respectful for each other because of the COVID impact. So there's a common enemy. So we have all come together. So in due course, we see that certain expectations will become a reality. These things will become a reality. On the practice side, I think cancer treatment will continue to evolve and grow as we are seeing the journey in the last 15 years. I think that will accelerate more because there's more intent of research and putting thoughts together. The data will get better accumulated and collected. More and more people will want to participate into trials, and there'll be something like the whole humanity coming together. And as COVID enemy will go down, the cancer enemy we'll see that as an enemy, and we'll all be more open to new things and more application of ideas. And I think the collaboration also has gone up a lot in these times in the last 4 or 5 weeks. So I see that these things will impact and the social life also, as we just now mentioned, that there are certain things which will become part of universal precautions, and best practices will become more widely practiced. Safety will become more openly discussed. These things we are very negligent about to some extent. So I think in the long run we'll come out stronger. As a humanity, we'll come out stronger as oncologists, and the society at large will become stronger, and we will put our thoughts together and even listen to others in a more open manner. And as far as cancer is concerned, I think the treatment will evolve and get better and better and better.
Would like to add anything, Dr. Manoj?
Yeah, I think what Dr. Harith mentioned, I think I agree with his view. But at the same time, I think there will be, we will see more and more role of local doctors.
Yeah.
More and more role of local doctors, and of course the telecommunication. So I think these are going to stay there. And one more thing that, especially for radiation oncologists, I think that radiation oncologists will have to learn to, practice more UK way than the USA way. It means that we need to hyperfractionate, our treatment.
So these are going to be practice changes. So, Dr. Sapna, what would be your take on as we know already, the number of radiation treatment centers are already low in a country like India, and the centers which are in metro cities and all are overburdened. But now this social distancing norms would be very strictly followed. The appointment scheduling, the OPD waiting, crowding has to be avoided, all that. So number of patients being treated in a day also might get affected. Or maybe we would have some more solutions around it. But where do you see this thing going in terms of already there's a scarcity of equipment, the centers in India and high-end advanced centers? How is it going to evolve?
Yeah, as we've discussed a few times, I really feel that after the COVID crisis is over, I wonder if we'll ever go back to, of course, personally, I've not been practicing, but whether we'll ever go back to a 15-25 breast treatment. I won't be surprised that after the COVID is over, we will all be treating 5 fractions, breast patients in 5 fractions. Similarly, lung hypofractionation, rectum hypofractionation, all that will be, if there was lack of confidence amongst radiation oncologists about using a higher dose per fraction, I think that is going to change permanently, because we will be at this point of time doing a risk versus benefit analysis and possibly opting for hypofractionation more often. That is one. The other, and this is my fervent hope, is that I really do hope that we do see a vaccine. After all, we have the precedents of smallpox, we have the precedents of polio. where the whole world has been vaccinated. So let's hope that we see a vaccine for
COVID.
COVID,